completion. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A little juke. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Bengals offense heading back out. And there you see offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher. His guys are out in front, and they'll try to find some ways to extend this lead. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion left is Higgins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Burrow will throw. Open man is Yoshivas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Over the middle, Yosivas. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Again, it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs 35-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Buccaneers offense heading out. You see their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson. These guys trail here in the second half. So every drive important now as they try to mount a comeback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Eyes on. Hut.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Yoshivas. 47 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4.
11 empty.
Running the toss to Brooks here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Right 80.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Stays on his feet. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Here now, second and 4.
Second and 4.
Right 80.
And Chase will go in motion left. Now Burrow. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's get set.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
He's out of bounds.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
Here we go. Big 13.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Bengals first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taj Brooks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12th play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The offense on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down. And quickly they get to the line.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw, Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Tez Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
That's caught, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
12.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
42.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield now from the 50. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.